Hello guys, this is Julia. Welcome to my new video. This is the chapter 3 of my home renovation journey. Actually, this is the chapter 3 part 1. Yeah, now we have chapters and parts. And how is it happening? The chapter 2 of this renovation journey was about my bedroom flooring fixing. And this chapter 3 is about the fixing of my living room. And there are a couple of reasons why this took me a little bit more than renovating my bedroom floor. And so I decided to split it into two different videos, in order not to have like an hour and a half video. Nobody has that much time. So the reason number one why it took me more time to renovate my living room floor is just because my living room is a bit bigger than my bedroom. On the other hand, while renovating my bedroom floor, I was on vacation and I was able to do like twice work per day, but I didn't film everything, okay? I just filmed part of it. And while renovating my living room floor, I was back to normal, my full-time job, and I only had like an hour a day after finishing my regular work in order to, do all the stuff. So I was also able to film everything of that process. So I have much more footage and I have more square meters to do. Also, there are some things that I've learned from my bedroom renovation, which was my very first time, and I was applying them to my living room renovation. So yeah, it took me a little bit more time because I made things in another order. I made things in another way. So yeah, and actually I gave one coat more of my varnish. So in this video we are going to see not all the sanding process, but part of it. And basically that's it. For the part 2, we are leaving the rest of the sanding process and also the primering and the varnishing. I hope this chapter only takes 2 parts, but who knows? We'll see. So let's jump into it.
Yeah, do you remember the before? All the damage on the floors, on the walls, all the ruined furniture, and all the scratches everywhere, and all the mess. Yeah, that was terrible. But yeah, as you can see, my living room is pretty big. So, in order to be able to start even fixing the floors, we had to take all the furniture out. And actually, we took the advantage of this in order to get rid of some of this. None of this was sellable, I think, so we just recycle it. Yeah, and now, as you can see, we live in this little tiny part of the apartment. So, as you can see, my working desk is in my hallway, and my dog is in my hallway. The piece of furniture, which was full of my wine glasses, cocktail glasses, and all the stuff related to the drinking, is also in my hallway. My faux plant, it's also here. Look how gorgeous it is, and how big it is for the small place we have. And if we turn to the left, we can see my piano. It's also here in my hallway with all the stuff on it, my books, some of my other faux plants. my bathroom. Hello again. And yeah, that's it. On the where is my bedroom. So yeah, we've been living like this for 2 weeks, or 2.5, maybe 3, and it's been hard. I can tell you anything different from that. And here you can see actually the difference before the renovated floor and the previous one. And yes, here in the bedroom we also have part of the furniture, the TV. So yeah, we lived for this 2 or 3 weeks quite in a tiny place. Yeah, both of us. It's been a little bit hard. I wanted to finish with this renovation as soon as I could. But yeah, here we are. That's all our living space. And here we can see how the living room ended. Practically empty, and as you can see, we have all wrapped in the plastic. Does anyone else think that it reminds of the Dexter room? Yeah, sure. You're sure? It's sure not. So it's one of the lessons we've learned from the bedroom renovation, and is that you spend much less time wrapping everything in the plastic and protecting everything than cleaning after that, because you haven't seen the cleaning of the bedroom, but it was really hard work to do. I didn't protect my lamp, for example, so it is full of dust still. I have my router there. While I wasn't working, it was not in plastic, so it could be refrigerated, and while I was in it, it was absolutely covered. So yes, it was a huge yes. And here we have the TV, furniture, the the rug I had, and all the terrible stuff that was on my floor. And will it remain after the renovation there? We'll see how it ends. So yeah, as I was saying, part of the furniture was moved out of the room, and all the rest we recycle it. We recycle it right before starting the renovation. One of it was the TV furniture, sorry, and the couch will remain there for some time. But as after sanding everything, we also got rid of it, because all was recycled. And here you can see different layers of the, I don't know, varnish, coloring, anything on the floor. So none of the furniture was in a good condition enough to be given away or to be sold, so we just recycle it. Everything was recycled, and that's it, and replaced by other stuff that we will see later probably. But yeah, this is how the room ended, wrapped in the plastic before all the hard work began. And yeah, it was a little bit hard, but rewarding though. We'll see it right now. So on the day 1, we started with the manual sanding of the parts of the floor that go next to the trim, because as I explained in my previous video, the chapter 2 of my bedroom floor renovation, the band sand that I have, which is it has a lot of power and it sands a lot of floor at a time, but it has no precision enough to go that close to the trim. Actually, it has no precision for that. You leave like a margin of 5 or 10 centimeters, I don't know, a couple of inches or 4 of them, that the band sander cannot go close enough to the trim. So the first part of all of the work was sanding the floor with the manual sander, this multi-usage sander, with the P40 grain sand, which is like the biggest sand, which has more capacity to rip the old varnish off the floor. And yeah, this was the first step of all, and probably the hardest one, because you have to do a lot of pressure and a lot of work with this kind of manual sander in order to be able to sand very, very close to the trim, and to take all the varnish away and to trim it, and to sand it enough so that when you sand with the band sander, there is no great difference between the layers. And here, sanding underneath the hidden radiator, it was absolutely absurd. I have a couple of them, well, I have many of them in my apartment, and I don't know why, but some of them are like in a higher position than the others. And this one was like positioned the lowest of all of them. And there was no human possible way to get with the manual sander, which is really small, underneath that radiator without hurting my hands. And it was absolutely absurd. So yeah, it was incredible.
So guys, if you've come this far, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up to the video if you like it. If you didn't, it's okay. No hard feelings. And subscribe to the channel if you feel so and you haven't had subscribed yet. And I'll see you in the next video, which is gonna be chapter 3 part 2 of this flooring renovation, and we're going to keep on sanding and varnishing and all the stuff. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next. Bye bye. We've finished. You can make noise now. Yep. Will you? You don't want to? We are done. It's like the